is up, everybody, and welcome to today's video. We are back in Dying Light 2, and today we're going to be talking about how to level up fast in Dying Light 2. Now, I have played the game extensively. This is my second character. I was told I shouldn't do any spoilers until the game actually got released to everybody. So that's why I'm on my second character, but I have a max level character, and I played through the game, and I'm going to give you guys the tips that I feel that you're able to use to level up quickly, and if you make the right decisions, you should be leveled before you even get to like the hardest difficulty content. Now, with that being said, I'm pretty sure by the time the game releases, there'll probably be more faster ways to level up because people find glitches or hacks. Of course, I will let you guys know exactly how to get those done once some information comes out, because I haven't found like a glitch or somewhere you could just kind of repetitively get XP. But as of right now, these are the fastest methods to do. So if all of this sounds like something you're definitely interested in, guys, a like would be greatly appreciated. It does help us out with the algorithm, and I hope you guys are as excited as you are with Dying Light 2. Now, before we dive in and talk about how to level up, I do want to explain that this game is a little bit different, and it has sort of like 3 different sets of level systems, and we're going to go over those real quick, and I'm going to tell you guys how that works. So, now this might become a little bit overwhelming, but it's extremely important that you understand this before you progress or move on forward. So theoretically, guys, you're going to be leveling up 3 things. Number 1, you're going to be leveling up your combat points. And number 2, you're also going to be leveling up your parkour points. And I will have a separate video coming out either tomorrow or the following day telling you guys which are the best ones to actually use, so you guys can know exactly what route to take when you get the game. But apart from this level system, you also have a level system found within the game, as you notice right here, where this weapon is level 1. And of course, the higher level your character goes, the higher level these weapons will also go as well. And that is the other part that I want to talk to you guys about the leveling systems. So with that being said, we're going to be talking about the 3 different leveling systems for each individual part: combat, parkour, and character progression. So let's start off with the first one, which is combat. And this is going to be extremely important because the faster you level up your combat one, the faster you're going to be able to level up. And you'll understand why as I get a little bit further within the game. Now, theoretically, you would think that the best and fastest way to level up is fighting zombies, fighting bandits, and getting rid of them as quickly as you can, or finding like a big horde of a pack of zombies would be the fastest way to actually level up your combat points. But unfortunately, guys, that is not the fastest way you're actually able to do it. What you want to do is you're going to want to make sure that you focus your time on certain activities and certain quests to make your XP farming even better. Now, one of the fastest ways to actually level up, guys, is by activating the metro stations. Now, like I said, my map is not fully cleared because this is on my second account. But once you start clearing the map, guys, you're going to notice that this little icon right here is going to appear. And that is a metro station. And this metro station says subway system was built in the second half of the 20th century as the first line started on July the 6th, 1951. This station serves Holy Trinity Cathedral on line 1 and 3. It's really important that you understand what line 1 and 3 means, because these metro stations is what you're going to be using for fast travel. But I'm pretty sure you didn't know that this is by far one of the best ways to actually level up your combat, because you're able to get 1,000 of combat points for when you level this, when you actually access this or when you unlock it. So activating every metro station will increase your combat score exponentially, as opposed to doing just the regular stuff, which is just pretty much fighting zombies and bandits. So as soon as you guys are able to get to a metro station, try to unlock the metro stations as fast as you possibly can to make sure you're leveling up faster than you would just fighting regular zombies. Plus, the other upside of this, guys, you're able to unlock the fast travel points, and that makes traveling around the city a lot easier. Alright, so second thing you want to do, guys, is you're going to want to do degree anomalies. Basically, guys, degree anomalies are pretty much anomalies that are shown within the map that have special zombie bosses that control a specific arena within the map. And as you guys see right there, you see the image of the skull with the little knight symbol. Those are the icon you're going to be looking out for whenever you find these. Now, it's extremely important that you understand that once you see this icon, you have to visit it at night, because the boss zombie is not going to be there at night. It's pretty much a revenant. He won't be there at night, so you want to make sure you visit these places at nighttime. Now, after you defeat the revenant, a nearby military container will open up, and this is going to give you the ability to loot inhibitors, which are going to be extremely important on you leveling up. But the inhibitor is not so much of a big deal as far as leveling your combat skill. It is a big deal in the game, but not for leveling up your combat skills. but you will gain a ton of experience, guys, once you go ahead and defeat the zombie and that combat arena. So this is one that I would definitely prioritize. Make sure you follow step number 1, unlock all the subway stations. That should let you level up your combat skills. Once you have a good amount of combat skills, look for this particular symbols, head over to them, fight the arena, kill the zombie, and you guys should be good to go. All right, now for tip number 3, guys, you're gonna want to make sure you look for bandit camps. Now, bandit camps are gonna be located throughout the entire game, and you're gonna be able to clear these bandit camps and make them a safe zone. Now, these will give you a few thousand combat experience as long as some parkour experience as well. So you're going to be able to kill 2 at a time. But the 2 main ones you want to focus on, first priority, guys, make sure you unlock all the travel stations. Number 2, go for the green anomalies. And number 3, guys, look for the bandit camps. And that should give you a good amount of combat points when you're leveling up. Now, the 4th method I'm going to give you guys, this one is going to be really, really crazy. And I highly recommend you do this once you have a good amount of level already within your game. Now, this is going to be called the leveling system based on a new thing they actually added within the game, which is called Chase. Basically, the only way you're able to activate this, guys, is as nighttime. The cool thing about this is that it gives you a multiplier of XP for your combat and for your parkour. Now, the problem with this, guys, is that the longer you go with the Chase, the more XP you'll gain. Yes, it goes up to 5 levels, but the harder difficulty it becomes. So you want to make sure that when you go here, you already know a little bit of experience. You have experiences with the game. You already know how to run. You already know how to maneuver. And you have a good amount of weapons because this multiplier will be leveling up as you go. So you're probably wondering, Laser, that's cool, but how do you activate a Chase? Well, you're going to be at good nighttime. And when the howler spots you and starts screaming and alerting all the zombies, a bar will appear on your screen showing you what level the Chase is. And it will increase over time. As long as you don't escape or enter a safe house, the Chase will continue. The main thing with this one, guys, and this is going to be one of the best methods to actually farm XP, is to continue the Chase till it actually gets to the 5 multiplier, because as you're running away and getting away and hitting zombies as well, you're getting more XP as you're doing this. So I highly recommend you do this when you feel like really comfortable with the game, and make sure you take advantage of it. Now, if you want to work on your combat experience by taking advantage of the Chase, you'll need the right setup. And I'm going to have a video where I'm going to show you guys how you could farm this, the best way setup you could do. But I'm going to give you guys a quick tip. You're going to want to make sure you have some upgraded UV flares so you could be able to get as much XP as you possibly can. And this is by far the fastest way to level up because of that multiplier, but it's a little bit more difficult. All right, so now that we already covered the combat, let's go ahead and talk about the parkour. Now, the parkour is going to be a little bit easier. It just takes a little bit longer to level up because all the really good stuff that you're able to do, it's almost towards the end of the game. So let's start off with the first one I want to recommend, and one that you're going to be bumping into quite a lot, which are going to be, as you get throughout the game, you're going to notice towers that look exactly like this that are going to require you to climb them. Now, when you find the first one, you probably won't get a lot of XP, but as you guys go ahead and complete each one of them, the XP will start going up. You'll probably get even to the point where you're getting ones that are giving you 1,000 XP by just completing them. So you're going to want to look for these windmills, and these windmills are going to provide a ton of XP as you do them, but they are found a little bit later in the game. The next thing you guys are going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure you look and visit radio towers. Now, radio towers, for me personally, has got to be the fastest way to level up, but it requires you being a little bit further within the story. Now, you won't be able to take advantage of these earlier, so that's why I'm suggesting the windmills. However, once you find one, they give you between 2,000 to 3,500 parkour experience, depending on the activity and the rank that you currently have. Now, on to number 3. The next one I want to recommend are facilities. These are a very interesting way of actually getting parkour experience while you unlock faction benefits. Now, these are going to be based on regions. You will get a certain amount of boost on activities, but they're worth actually doing, even though some activities take a little bit longer to solve because they have some puzzle mechanics with them. Now, one thing I want to recommend that you could probably do early in the game is if you climb rooftops of buildings, these rooftops will have challenges. If you complete these challenges will give you experience, and this is a very neat way to actually complete them. Not the fastest way, but it's a good way to actually start and getting your experience as you progress throughout the game. Now, of course, I will have a separate video apart from this on how to farm combat and parkour experience in Dying Light 2. So make sure you guys keep it locked on this channel. Right now, I'm just telling you guys the fastest ways to actually level up. Now that we already covered the combat points and the parkour points and the leveling system there, let's talk about how you could probably fastest way to level up your character. So to level up your character, guys, as you're doing the combat, you're doing the parkour, you're going to want to make sure you do the side quests. Side quests give you a ton of experience, plus they also benefit you for your combat and your parkour. So you're theoretically killing 3 birds with 1 stone. Now, this is not the fastest way to actually do it, but I did want to mention it in case you were just going to play the quests, the regular complete main quests, and not skip the side quests. You're going to want to make sure you do those side quests to level up as well. Now, it's a slow grind, but one of the most effective ways that I found is by scavenging inhibitors. Now, these are going to be found in the Greek quarantine buildings, so you want to make sure you take advantage of these. Now, these are going to only be able to be found at night, but you remember you are bound to have a few scouted before you actually go into these buildings. So make sure you guys go with the right equipment, the right gear, and you guys should be able to get a good amount of experience. But another really fast way that I found, which is going to take you a little bit longer just because you need to have the right weapons and the right moves, is of course by doing the chase that we talked a little bit earlier in the video. The chase is definitely the fastest way to get character XP and combat XP and parkour XP, so you're definitely going to want to make sure you do that as quickly as you can. Of course, I will have a video going on how to farm the chase a little bit later, so make sure you guys keep it locked on this channel. And don't forget, guys, for all things Dying Light 2, keep it locked here, and I will catch you guys on the next video.